Time to take a trip to town with the Strutt EV1c. So it's 2:15. We're going to go and try the Strutt EV1 to the doctors, see how long it takes us and how it does with the terrain. It is mega hot out here, but I've got to get it tested at some point. So it is cooler of the most recent days, but let's see how we get on. I'll talk as we go on. So we're off. I'm on speed setting 4. You can see there is not a cloud in the sky. I'm going to take my run on the pathway as if I would, although this edge is seriously in need of a cutting. But yes, as I say, I've got my desert hat on with my little tea towel at the back of my head and me sat. Also got me drink, of course. Not going anywhere without that. So you can see the typical route we're expected. Anyway, we're at a 4-degree decline at the moment. We're on the road, on the path that you would normally expect. It is scorching and not a cloud in the sky. But it is about 5 degrees cooler than what we've had. So this is the second journey of the Strutt EV1. So yes, this is just a typical run out in the UK, in a typical village. This being at the time a place near Barnsley in Rotherham, Brompton Braylow. These are the kind of road surface we've got, sometimes good, sometimes bad. So the doctors, I think it's about a mile and a half away. But we're at full speed, doing 4 miles an hour. Lots of up and down terrain. Let's see how we get on. I shame as we get some of the main road bits, it could be a bit dicier because we do sometimes miss our lower ramps for disabled people, which is annoying, but there you go. Well, we've done about a mile. Probably is about a mile and a half to go to a mile on average. We're steadying at 4 miles an hour on average, and it's now 2:30. So we're looking at approximately a mile in 15 minutes, just taking it steady, which is not bad because the terrain is not brilliant. But the chair is being as comfy as anything. As you can see, it is a bit uneven and everything, but that's just our roads and our pathways in South Yorkshire, as you can see. These are mainly your telephone companies and TV companies who dug up and left this ridiculous patchwork of tarmac. But yes, and then occasionally you will have shops putting signs out like this, which is not ideal. But this is generally the kind of Yorkshire town you're going to come across. All buildings, narrow roads, poorly kept infrastructures like drop curbs like this, cars parked on pathways. Some pretty weird side angles at times. Like you say, you've got vehicles who park on the pathway like this, making me come on the road, but that's just normal for the UK. Drivers can be very inconsiderate at times. So yes, it is generally a slight gradient upwards from this point on. We've now done 1.1 miles and we're now at 91%, setting at 4. and hovering around about the 4 mile an hour. As we come into the town, main centre area, like I say, there's only a small one called Wanwell. Yes, I think maybe could be handy just to have some wing mirrors as a possible fixture or an add-on accessory, just to give some rear view when your hands are busy. And this is Wanwell town itself. There's the big police station that you can't even get in because it's not open to the public. Thank you, Her Majesty's Government. And you get the boy races with the cars like that, of course. So yes, luckily this side of the road we got plenty of shade. So I'll be coming back this way as well. So we're coming up to 2.9 miles on the screen, which will work out of being 1.3 miles in reality on this journey. I think we've got about half a mile to go, distance wise. Normally do it in the car, so I'm not quite sure. So yes, this is Wanwell. Most of the shops have shut. They're all vape shops, tattoo shops, charity shops. Even the bank's turned into a charity shop. So if we just do our thing, because it's busy, and wait for the green man. So this is pretty much main centre of Wanwell, and we're now going to head up to the docks, and this is the road I look forward to in the car, because it's a nice steep one. 10-degree incline, and we're doing it at 4 mile an hour. Now you're talking about 132 kg bloke here, and this is stonking up this bank at no slower than it was doing it on the flat. We're at 6-7 degree incline there now. And now we're just going to turn into the doctors. So we have got here there now. So it's 3.1 miles to the doctors. See if I can find somewhere to get in the shade. We can just have a quick natter. So it's 1.5 miles from the doctors to my house, and 1.5 miles there. So we've used 13% on a fully charged battery to do 1.5 mile. So we've used 13%, so we're looking at a quarter of the battery to do the full journey of 3 miles on the terrain we've got. Anyway, let's get the journey back and see what we end up with at the other side. It's now 14:39. So it took us 25 minutes to do 1.5 miles. So a round trip is going to take us about 50 minutes. Which is probably about right for the range of 4 mile an hour. But because I haven't done this before, this is the first time I'm doing this. This is an exploratory journey. I haven't used setting 5 yet. If it was a Tesla, it would be called ludicrous mode, but I am looking forward to doing so. So you can see the terrain we've got. It's certainly not even by far. This is the main town's car park. We've even got chargers. It's a shame they don't take a Monique's plug on this chair. So yes, absolutely beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. It's about 26-27 degrees, though supposed to be only 24 at tops. So here we go on the journey back, and we're basically coming round the town, going down the other side near the pub where we crossed over at the lights. down the bank here. So sometimes we get these really nice cuttings of places to cross, and then others we're left with these horrendous ones we've got. Ideally, I should have used that one, shouldn't I? Could have been getting a bit more of a better walk over, shouldn't it? So it's a nice little breeze, which just takes that sting off the heat I've got. Suspension's been quite nice, considering the terrain we're going over at places. Certainly very uneven. So we're now at 3.2 miles on the odometer, making that officially 1.5 miles done now. We're now just coming up to the traffic light. So we'll just press the button, wait for the little green man again. The sad state of one well. Lost our bank as usual. It's vape shops and everything is normal now. Second-hand shops. Sad as it is, and we're good to go for green. And we're on our way back now for the return leg. So here we go. Let's see where we get. And we're now just coming towards the police station again. See the terrain, and you know, and this chair is just soaking it up. No matter how inclines are, it's just down one side or the other. Not a problem. And this is going to be pretty much your typical pedestrian wear in the UK, to be fair. This is what you're going to be finding. It's the kind of terrain you're going to get in most towns through terrible investment. Police again. And here we go, on our way back. Oh, at least the van's moved off now. So we can at least get around a bit without having to go on the roadside. So this does amicably take that really well. Now this is a bit of an incline and a bit of an incline to the left. So we're sitting at 40% or degree incline coming down this bit. And it's just steadying along there, no problem. 15% used as we're coming up to 2/10 of a mile away from 2 mile. But yes, you can see the lovely terrain we get in the UK. So I am really thankful for Strutt for putting this amazing quality suspension. I think I might have had a bit of a rattler in my old chair. So, second journey out, what's my thoughts? Is it better than my other chair? No shadow of a doubt. This takes everything I'm throwing at it, no problem. We've got the inclines, we've got the very poorly surfaced pathways we have to use. Heat is having no effect on it. It is just going lovely as it did the other day. So as we now head backwards, we're now on the level, pretty much so, of this part of the journey. Really comfy, quite pleasant actually to just... One thing I've never done with my other chair is to just come out like this. This is the first time I've ever got the chair out, mainly because it can be easily done with it being in the 5 pieces and not being heavy. But I've been able to just come out by myself in the chair, knowing confidently my battery range will take us. The wheels are going to get stuck in some strut hole or dodgy level. So yes, this new Strutt EV1c is an absolute amazing change. With its automated features, you're looking easily at a Tesla of a power chair world. And it's amazing to just point in the direction I want to go and off it goes. It's brilliant. And what better time to do it when we're sitting in this lovely sun. But nice to have these little shady bits. Anyway, back to the journey. I have to say, mate, it is a godsend we've got this shade on this side. There's no way I'm going on the other side of the road. I'm originally a ginger. I don't do the sun. I'm proud of my milk bottle legs and arms and face. But it is nice coming out in the sun via the shade regularly of the houses and the buildings. But it's nice to be out. There's a lovely little breeze every now and again. And as I say, this is the first time in all the years I've had my chairs, I've actually come out by myself in the town. Because I've never had the confidence to do so before. But this chair is just soaking up everything. It's a nice comfy ride. I've got my drinks holder. I'm quite confident to even go out in the darker times because I've got the lights as well. A nice finishing option would have probably been the indicators if we could have had them, and some, like I say, some options of wing mirrors, maybe, because I have a spinal fusion, so twisting is a little bit difficult, but that's going to happen on my old chair as well. But maybe that's something for the future design. But yes, really happy with it. It is soaking this up. It's just doing it 4 miles an hour, no problem. And I'm a big hefty chap at 132 kilos, which is what? 290 pounds, probably 300 pounds, I don't know. I never did the old money stuff, but 132 kilo, sitting there, no problem. In one of my other power chairs that I had, you knew you were going to go slower because of the weight of the person sitting in the chair. This has obviously got more than enough gruff to get going. I look forward to doing the speed test when I get some nice area, probably in the park, until I'm confident. But for now, yeah, and it's a nice day like this, it's quite nice to just actually come out at 4 miles an hour and just have a potter about, to be fair. So, should you get a Strutt EV1c? Well, I know they're not cheap, but certainly in the UK market, the EV1c is considerably cheaper than a lot of the power chairs that are out there and the specs equivalent we have. If you look at the specs of what this chair's got, It's another world. I've done 3 miles already, nearly, and we're still sitting there at just 82%, and it is just taken no problem up and down the hills all hour. You've got a brilliant screen, and you've got the additional tech features, which are another ball game compared to my previous chair, which I wouldn't have had the confidence, to be quite fairly, to come out this far on the conditions it's got, because I've got stuck elsewhere in the past. So, me, it's a no-brainer. If you can afford it, you know, either get yourself finance if you can't pay for it in one go, or do what I do. Get one of these 36-month transfer balance things from your credit cards. I have no intention of using the card ever again, but it's allowing me to do it over 36 months, interest-free. And you've got to say to yourself, this is the first time I've done this journey like this. What price can you put on your independence? The feature spec is just so enhanced compared to a traditional lead-acid battery power chair, which, yes, is probably going to be half the price or more, or less I should say, at times, but look what you're getting. I mean, this little battery is amazing. We're only done 18%, and we've done 2.2 miles. It's amazing. I can't believe how well it's going. And I love the fact I've got the screen, even before we start looking into the different modes. You know, but to be able to literally let it scan your area that you're in is amazing. It absolutely is a godsend. And it's got to be the most comfiest seat I've had for eons. So yeah, look at the feature spec. Is that something you need? And give it a try. Don't forget to use my referral code, and you'll get yourself 800 quid dollars off your purchase price as well from Strutt, which is amazing. And if you're in the UK, you can get it from Strutt Direct, or you can get it from where I got my one from, which is a company based near Manchester way called evolution1.co.uk. I'll obviously place the links in the description along with my referral code to get you the discount. Yeah, it's been brilliant. I've enjoyed this. I could do it again, to be honest. It's like it literally is. It's a new lease of life. It's a freedom I never thought I'd ever have. Now, in the old chair, if I'd have gone with a walk with the dogs in the park, I'd have got home and I've had to put the chair on charge, because it would have been out of juice by now. But this, I'm at 80%. Tell you, I can literally, I'm about half a mile away now from home. So by the time I get home, it's going to be about 75% charge maybe. Well, that's ample for us to go out for a walk with our lass and the dogs tonight. So yeah, that in itself is amazing, because I'm not a light chap, as I say. And it's just taken the course. You see a vehicle, it stops. It's a nice, comfortable stop. It's not a harsh stop. You feel a little bit of pull forward, and we've got. And it is literally comfy as hell. Whereas my other chair, it had a habit of, when you took your hand off the control, it would be very jerky stopping. But this is not. It's just nice, gentle stop. And you can change the harshness or the setting like that in menus. So you can even improve it or make it a bit more of a daring stop if that's your so way inclined. So yeah, it's a brilliant. Love it. Very happy. I mean, the thing even knows if I've got my backside sat on it. It's got a sensor in the seat. How cool is that? It's got LiDAR. It's got time of flight sensors everywhere. A front light, a back light. It's got cameras. How many power chairs have a front camera and have a rear camera? This is nearly as good as me Tesla. Like I say, the only thing I could think would be an improvement would to have some indicators, if possible, and an easier point to affix some wing mirrors. But that could easily be sorted for the next iteration. And I'm sure there'll be some kind of aftermarket stuff out there that will be able to fit as we head on over the Dearne Valley Parkway. In this beautiful summer sunny day on a Sunday. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Smashing. Now I obviously have my Tesla to get about and everything, so what I'll have to do, because I haven't really used them for tour very often, is to actually try the chair on a bus and then getting on the local tram network to see how that works and how easy it is. I suspect, going by what we've done here, it's going to be no better than the Bliss, to be fair. So yes, we're nearly there now. So last bit of stretch as we're coming up the bank. Fortunately we're in the sun now, so as a ginger I'm going to burn and hiss by the time I get to the bottom end of this ramp here where the shade comes back. But hey ho, we're Brits, we're always whinging about the weather. We're never happy. But it's too hot. Let's get some rain. Hey man, it's our wet. Anyway, we've got it, enjoy it. It's not very often we get it like this. So yeah, lovely drive, really enjoyed it. .3 miles on the screen, 78% on the battery, still doing 4 miles, even as we hit this incline. The torque on this is unreal, I've got to say. This is just amazing. We've got a 2-degree incline as we come back to my part of the town in Barnsley, in Brampton. And again, our shops are all shut. And you've got, we used to have a post office, just like banks, they're all shut. And we've all got our boy races. Oh, to be young again. So yes, it's second journey, no problem whatsoever. It's 4 miles an hour as a steady onward going. Don't think I've got to worry about the speed zones, mind, even in ludicrous mode, but here you go. Yeah. We're just going to take a turn here on the right and we're almost back to our starting point. And I've got to say, that has blown me away. Nope. Just correct my tea towel under my hat. Just blown in front of my face. I can't see where I was going. So we got another little incline, which is around about a 5-6 degrees. But as you can see, 3.5, 4 mile an hour. Top speed over level 4. And no problem. So we're now coming up to 3:05. We left at 3:15, so yeah, we're coming up to 50 minutes to do 3 miles round trip. And as a guest, we're at 76%, so we're easy looking getting back home, because we're nearly there, of around about 75. You've just slipped over to 75% charge, and we're coming up to 4.5 miles, which means we're just 0.2 of a mile away from 3 miles round trip. So we're just coming in, and now we're going to head, and we're back to our location. So I'll just get in, try and find some shaded. And see how we get on, and we can maybe go over some of the features. Excuse the mess on my car. This time of year, you're bound to be a fly murderer. Circle of life and all that. If only you knew how I brought me back. Other than parachuting, missing the drop zone, and let's just say a rabbit was involved. But we'd leave it at that. Anyway, that's me back. That's the second journey in the Strutt EV1c for UK spec. Glad you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you didn't, get a test drive yourself and you'll love it. Catch you in a minute. Another quick feature. I've just come into the side of the house to the back garden so I can get up the ramp to my bedroom. Here's a quick idea of what the review. So I'm putting it in reverse, and you can see we're getting a nice rear view. Obviously for this I'm just going to spin round just to see where we go. Now well, that's obviously out gardening again. You sit on your bag pile, and we're just going to manoeuvre ourselves round. Yeah, she's left the pipes out of here. This is while I'm in a Strutt EV1, because this has got knee problem. Hello. Yeah, move that way. Move that way. That's Furby. Come to say hello. Here we come. Watch your feet. That's it. Move in. Move that way, Furby. See, let me put this down this side. Bip bip. Bip bip. Bip bip. And there's Toffee. Let me just turn round, boys. I'll come and say hello. And this is our lasses' garden, which she loves. Bip bip, Toff. Let me turn round. I'm just going to come round into the shade. And we're here. 4.5 miles, 74% charge. Smashing. Scan the QR code for an £800 discount using my exclusive referral code 0S812V. Check the links below. Look out for even more videos coming soon with the Strutt EV1c. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the Mad Macam Tech channel.